classes and testing.
Let's get it!
Welcome to Fairfax High School, where students are often overwhelmed and challenged by many advanced placement classes and are constantly trying to boost their GPAs. This video is to give FHS students and teachers a chance to voice their opinions on AP tests and classes.
So what is your name and grade?
I'm Sydney Keating, I'm senior.
So are you in any AP classes right now?
I'm in 3 right now and I was in 3 last year.
Do you think that AP classes are worth the extra work and effort?
I think that they definitely help you better for, like, if you're thinking about college and you want to go to a tough college. I feel like the faster pace of the class and the tougher curriculum really, like, prepares you more than a different class.
What do you think about paying for the extra AP testing test this year?
So I heard that you only had to pay if you had already taken 6, and I've only taken 6 total, so it doesn't really apply to me. But I know that a bunch of other schools and other counties make their students pay, so I feel like they're jumping on the bandwagon, but I don't think it's necessarily like a great thing. I feel like you're taking that AP class so you can take the test, so why do you have to pay for it?
Okay.
And do you think that taking these AP classes will benefit you in the long run, like in college or a future career?
Definitely. I know that I went and talked to some college students at like CNU and some other places, and they all said that when they got there they had a really tough time with all the writing and how fast the class was going, and I feel like since we obviously do a lot of writing, especially in like the AP English classes, I feel like it does really help you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Mr. Joyner.
So what are your opinions on AP classes?
Well, my opinions on AP classes, I've been here for over 20 years, so I've seen a lot of evolution of the AP process. And AP classes, I think, are great for people who are truly interested in taking them. But what I've seen and what students have told me over the years is that they take these classes simply to look good on their college resumes. And they overwhelm themselves, and I've seen an increase amount of mental illness, depression, anxiety, all these kind of things, and I think it's directly related to pushing too hard academically. So that's my honest opinion.
What do you think about the new policy on paying for your extra tests, for AP tests?
I think it's appropriate. I think students should pay for the AP testing. They're the ones that will get the credit if they go to college, and they should pay for those testing. And on the same note, many schools are not accepting the AP credits for or AP tests for credit anymore. So it's well worth everyone's research or value to do the research and figure out what matters and what doesn't.
Do you think that students will be benefited from taking AP classes in the long run, like in college or in the career path they want to take?
If you do the research on AP classes, the recent evolution of AP classes and the number of students taking them, a lot of college professors say that they do not prepare students for college, that they actually say that they're not that similar to a college course. And again, it's one of those things where if you are really interested in the material, I think it's completely appropriate. But to overload your schedule just because you think it will look good on your college resume is not a good idea. I always encourage all students to go look at the process and see what people actually need.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your name and your grade?
I am Brian in 12th grade.
So are you in any AP classes?
I am in 3 AP classes.
Okay.
I am in AP Gov, AP Calc, AP, and AP Physics 1.
Alright, so do you think AP classes are worth the extra effort and work?
I think some AP classes work, yeah. I think that it's nice to go into college with some extra credits and stuff like that, because that way it saves you money in the long run. However, there are other classes that are just kind of BS AP classes, so I think that's kind of dumb, but you know.
What do you think about having to pay for like your 7th or more AP test?
Well, first, I don't know why you'd be taking 7 or more APs. That's kind of ridiculous, unless you're Nandon. But
Sorry.
but yeah, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. But if the school's gonna offer you the class, they might as well pay for it. That's kind of like the point.
And do you think that
Yeah,
taking these AP classes will benefit you in the long run, like in college or a future career?
Probably not in a future career, but I also don't think a lot of school helps in future careers. I think in college, yeah, because you'll save money, but besides that, no big difference.
What's your name? You don't have to say your first name. And what class do you teach?
My name is Shelley Gabler, and I teach AP Lit and English 11 Honors.
Okay, so what's your opinion on AP classes?
They're great
Okay, why do you think they're great?
because they challenge students out of their normal range of competencies and give critical thinking that is helpful in college.
Okay, but do you think the students will be benefited from taking these APs later in their life?
I think that students should take AP courses that they're very interested in and in subject areas they love, as it will help them inform what they want to do for the rest of their life and increase, again, their critical thinking. Why you keep saying but?
Well, I just have another question, follow-up question. So if they're not interested in that topic, you don't think they should be taking the AP class?
I think you're leading me to
I'm just-
students are taking maybe more APs than they should or for the wrong reasons. And I think there's a lot of that going on. The fact that we have 34 students in our classes this year shows that we are either, understaffed or over-student. And it's very hard to meet 34 students at levels where they're at, especially if it's not their content area of choice, but because they want a grade boost or simply think they need it to get into college.
Also, last question, what do you think about students having to pay for their 7th or more AP exams?
Personally, I would never have let my children take that many AP exams. I don't really think that it should matter. In my house, the rule was you can take 2 a year, and that's it. So maybe it's not the worst thing in the world if it kind of has students choose what's most appropriate and what they're most interested in.
All right.
Man, I hate my AP classes.
Yo, Ken, that AP physics class we're taking is so easy.
Dude, it's so easy. I have an A. Like, I've had it for the whole year.